It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on the Packers' leader at quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Raiders under the lights on Monday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
They'll throw on 1st down with Favre.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Favre.
He's got the 5-time Pro Bowler. It's Sterling Sharp with it.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught out left side by Casper. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
The Raiders at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. pulled in at the 24.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Favre.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
On 1st down, Favre. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here's Favre to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The Bohorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got Casper over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
At their own 21-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Favre. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Favre.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away.
And the Raiders have got him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Brown. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 16. At the 43-yard line.
2nd and long. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They run again with Jackson, and he'll go down at the 28. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds about.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag.
1st and goal at the
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Second and goal.
Back to throw again. Touchdown Raiders. Tim Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Favre.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Tim Brown and the rest of the offense heading back out onto the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Ray Guy now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Throwing is Favre.
He finds his man complete. That's Kramer. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Favre.
He finds his man complete. That's Kramer. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now Favre.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Favre on 2nd down.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
But your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Ray Guy now on to punt it away.
4th down.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. On third down, here's Jones. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Cards needed desperately to avoid going to 1-4, and they're able to do that with the victory there. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Brandon Marshall, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here's Favre to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Up the middle, Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down in the 37.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this down to the 10.
first down. Favre.
That's caught at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Favre.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Ben Mason, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start here with Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Allen. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the give, here comes Jackson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Favre.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and long.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score. Packers.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So out come the Raiders.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Allen here on the screen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Now a give. It's Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Darren Waller with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Janikowski on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Favre.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Favre. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Throw right side is caught by Biletnikoff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. A throw left side complete to Biletnikoff. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run with Allen. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell. A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash. This from 33. Janikowski's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Throwing is far. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts to throw his far. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now London down by 2, 1:44 to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Now Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Janikowski now for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Back to throw. That'll be caught by Sharp.
And he'll have a quick 1st down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find Jones. And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Las Vegas,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.